Sorry, I have no idea what I'm doing. Give me a second here. All right, now I'm back to where I'm supposed to be. Good afternoon, happy Monday. Hope you're having a good day. I heard it's a holiday weekend. Is it a holiday weekend? I have no idea. It's not the 4th yet, so yeah, okay. I don't know. I don't know. So, just doing a little bit of sharing here. All right. Man, the event from Friday kicked my butt. I'm still tired. Actually, I don't quite feel well. Yeah. Yeah. Did you know that kitty cats only meow for us? They don't meow for other cats. They do that by scent. Pretty cool, huh? Yeah. Cats only meow for us. Other than that, no. It's just their way of trying to get our attention, right? Where'd you go, dude? You meowed at me. I was gonna give you love. You disappeared. All right. All right. There he is. That's his pet me. Meow. Sawyer. Sawyer's very timid. He doesn't feel comfortable being held. This may be the first time you've ever seen him. It's kind of a bigger cat. Huh. Yeah, but he does head butts. Yep, he does head butts. But you can see how I have my hand on his chest there, right? And what that's doing is it's making him feel secure. Huh. And Sawyer, hi, I love you too. Um, we saved from some other people. They weren't treating him very well. And the short story is he wasn't a very social cat, and but once we moved and took him with us, he changed into a totally different cat. He's actually very, very social. He lost a bunch of weight. He's a lot happier. So you could love him all day and he'd be fine with it. So, all right, buddy. There's your story. You could sit there if you want. So today we're talking about action and more action. I do have a reading for this. So let's do some captions. Welcome to the Daily Trudge. My name is Dion. If you're here, please say hello. Sorry, just some things have been crossing my mind. You know, am I doing the best that I can? And Kitten, you know you're not supposed to be on there. Sawyer, get out. Get out. Okay. All right. Yeah. Kitty. Here's another one. Where you going? You're not escaping. This is Bastion. He's the shy one, but he's the cute one. He hates being held. You can see how his ears are back. He hates this. But dad takes care of him, so he tolerates it. And I'm the only person I can get away with this. Otherwise, you'd get your face scratched. See you, dude. Oh, well, hi, Sawyer. You're back. All right. You guys see Ronan all the time. He's the one that jumps on the back of the chair. All right, let's get started. I heard something about evolution. Okay, like, so we get into the program and we tend to think that we're evolutionizing, but really we've had this in us the whole time. See, we don't need to worry about evolution. We don't need, kitten, will you stop? Jesus. That's why I shouldn't have put that chair in there. I keep that's their scratching chair. I took the cat's scratching chair and made it a decoration. So that's why. Excuse me. Hi, Ingrid. Um, but to understand that it's perfect now. You're perfect the way you are now. Okay. Yes, we grow every day and stuff, but we gotta live in the now. And everything is perfect right now. And that's kind of step 6. Um, I'm sure that I can find a reading in the big book for this, but it is out of the Hazelton data time today, July 1st. Welcome to July. Fear may have originally brought some of us to the program. In the beginning, fear alone may help some of us stay away from the first drink, pill, joint, or whatever. But a fearful state is hardly conducive to comfort and happiness, not for long, right? So, yeah, fear and pain, the gift of desperation, this brings us into the program. But it's not a way to live. We can't live in fear of alcohol. You know, um, living in that fear is where the dry drunk comes in. And I don't know about anybody else, but for me, my fear almost always turns into anger. Why? I'm going to tell you that if you actually manage to scare me, like come up behind me and scare me, I might punch you. I've warned people. And it isn't because you scared me, it's because you made me feel stupid. That's why. It isn't. So I have to get over it real quick that I just made, that I was made to look stupid so I can get past the anger and find it funny that I was scared, but that never happens. It's a reactionary. Ooh, okay. Um, but that's the honest truth. When I fear, when I feel fearful, I feel stupid, and when I feel stupid, man, I get angry because I think, oh, of all the times people call me names and things like that, right? It kind of takes me back. So I can't live there. I can't live there. I cannot live in fear and serenity. Those two do not mix. How did that even happen? Okay. We have to find alternatives to fear to get us through those first empty hours, days, or even weeks. So I got my camera turned off in a meeting yesterday because I was blowing bubbles. They said it was a distraction. I'm laughing because I know the real answer, and it's that, oh, you're disturbing me, so I gotta protect the. It's power. I need to remind people that just because you're a host or a co-host of a Zoom meeting doesn't mean you have power. That's responsibility, not power. If yeah, and sometimes we joke around, I have the power, but we're just fucking around. We don't have any power. Right? I don't have the power to kick people out of the meeting. Trolls are something different, but I do not have the power to turn off somebody's camera, to do any of those things. That's not for me to do. Okay. Now that's personal. Other people may find it different. Guess what? They get to have that. I had another friend that was in that meeting with me, and I'm like, they turned my camera off for blowing bubbles. Okay. And I'm known in this meeting. And it didn't upset me because I get it. I understand it. And we were joking back and forth. I got a little offended. But I got over it pretty fucking fast. Okay. Because I get it. They're just they're doing everything they can to protect the newcomer and do what they can. Okay. I get it. Now, I did raise my hand and I talked a little bit on why you shouldn't turn people's cameras off. But I wasn't a dick about it. All right. What I said was, I apologize if my bubbles were disruptive. Sometimes I do that because it helps me listen better because of my anxiety, which is true. That's why I was doing it. I was trying to listen better. I'm like a little guilt. I have no idea who did it. And my friend said, I know who did it. I didn't ask. It doesn't matter. I don't give a fuck who did it. I don't need to know. You want to know why I don't need to know? Because of that person will be on my mind. And then I will want to go after that person. So I intentionally do not want to know because I know my brain will do something with that. So I'm not even going to give it the fucking chance. Okay? Yep. I have to deal with it. I have to deal with it. This is all action. This is all action that I have to do just by going to a meeting. Okay? The real action is in the steps. Okay? So what we do is we go to our meetings and then we go back into the world, and this is where we apply the action. Okay. So in the beginning, the steps are going to be the action. But if you're new to sobriety and you just quit, what feels like boredom is actually serenity. You don't know what that is yet. You have too much bullshit going on right now for you to actually utilize that serenity. But it's not, we take serenity for boredom. You're bored. So do something. Do something. Go for a fucking walk. Write. Go to a meeting. Play some music. Maybe you're a musician. Uh, I know Amber does a lot of things with her hands. She does a shit ton of arts and crafts. It keeps her busy. Idle hands are the devil's playthings. I do this stuff. Okay. Ingrid's been getting out more and more, taking care of these in-person meetings and stuff. See, everybody in this group is about action. And that's why we get along. It's the people that don't supply the action that we disrupt. Because they want what we have, but they're not willing to do the work. Okay. Now, that's okay. I'm okay with that. If people want to ride my coattails, okay, if it means that I'm just planting a seed, then I'm just planting a seed. But I'm a forever person, so I'll be here when they get back. Um, for most of us, the answer has been to become active in and around the program. Yeah. There's a lot of stuff going on that goes on in recovery. I was just talking with a sponsee, um, and I might put together a bowling thing. We love to go bowling. We're a bunch of idiots. It's fun. Yeah, we like to go bowling because we haven't grown up yet. Yeah, it's okay. Roller skating, things that make you, things that your teenagers should be doing. Okay, no, not going down to the quarry with a case of beer, playing Leonard Skinner and shit. It's not what I mean. Oh, my life. In no time, we feel that we truly belong for the first time in a long time. It may be the first time. AA was the first time I ever felt like I belonged somewhere. Ever. Granted, I was 18, thank God. So I found it kind of early. Okay. So I found it kind of early. Okay. But I made a mistake. I made a very, very big mistake. And this is why I do what I do. Okay. I'm at 8 years right now. Okay. This is when I stopped going to meetings last time. It's always the first thing. Oh, I don't need a meeting. Oh, how many times I go to meetings now? I haven't been to a meeting in a month, and I think to myself, a month? Fuck. If I go a day, I don't feel right. Man, how do you do that? I don't anymore. I don't get it. I want to get it. I want to understand it. No, I know where that leads for me. Okay. Because then what happens? Well, then I'm not being reminded that I don't run the show. And then I start to run the show. It's what I will just go back without the continuous nod or push of AA and the people of an AA. This is where time doesn't matter. My disease doesn't understand time. It doesn't give a fuck about time. It's in the now. It's in the now. And a non-entity can wait longer than me. Okay? So when we say all we get is a daily reprieve, it's all we get. I have not found anything else. We all get the daily reprieve, which means we're all equal. Every day we wake up, we are on equal ground. Every day. It's like the reset button happens. Ka-dunk, ka-dunk. Now we may have shit from yesterday going into today. If we can take care of it today, we're gonna do that. That's action. What are some of the actions that we do? Well, we go to meetings, we work with sponsees. Okay, but what we're talking about here is actions speak louder than words. And before, all I did was run my mouth, blah 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 blah, because that's what I sounded like. Because I was full of shit. So I quit running my fucking mouth and I put my head down and I did the work. I changed. Now I can talk. Now I can say, hey, this is what I've been through. It sucked. It was hard. And it was worth it all. I don't want you to turn yellow. I don't want you to. It sucks. The pain, and it isn't just physical pain, it is mental torture. It's emotional demise, man. I mean, your body just doesn't hurt. Your soul fucking aches to the bottom of its fucking core. I don't want you to go through that. There is no rock bottom. I just saw another podcast, rock bottom podcasting. No, there is no rock bottom. Not in my experience. It was just one trap door after another. I'm not kidding. Till death. It's a trick. There is bottom only. There is your bottom, and it's the only one that fucking matters. Period. End of sentence, exclamation point. So in no time, we feel that we truly belong. We ain't faking it. Isn't that nice? I don't have to put on a fucking mask anymore. I don't have to wear these different masks. I hated that. Drove me nuts. Nuttier. And I would sing songs like, I'm happy to be living in a split level head. I would say things like, I know I've embraced my insanity and I'm happy with it. Thanks. Now, am I joking? No, I wasn't. Was it funny? Not really. Not really. Not when you take a look at it, is it? It's funny in the telling. I'm getting stuck on this sentence, aren't I? To feel a part of rather than apart from. And here it is. Am I willing to take the initiative? You got it. Okay. So pain was the touchstone that got us in here. Okay. But pain is no longer a requirement for growth. Okay. I'm going to use Amber's line. It's as hard as you're going to make it. It is. The program is as hard as you decide to make it. Yeah. Period. Now, I'm not saying that line right there is going to make it easier for you. But if you know that, then when you get to it, you can stop making it harder than it needs to be. Follow the direction of your sponsor. If you follow the direction of your sponsor and they follow the direction and so on and so forth, then you have what is called the best way. We don't do easy or softer here. Mm-mm. No. In fact, if I'm given a decision to take this road or this road and this road's harder, I'm taking this road. I'm going to take the road less traveled because there's more things to be found out there because nobody traveled it. So I get to go on an adventure with my friends, okay? And a true life adventure, man. We all love adventures, okay? We all love adventures. You're welcome, Ingrid. I love you, honey. May God please help me find alternatives to fear. That watchdog of my earliest abstinence. I thank my higher power for directing me to a place where I can meet others who have experienced the same compulsions and fears. I'm grateful for my feelings I'm grateful for my feelings of belonging. Today I remember I am a part of, not apart from. Now that happens through action. You feel that way because you're doing what the other people are doing. And you're ending up with the same result. Actually, the result may be different. It might be different, but it'll look the same. The feelings will be the same. We all tend to go through the same things. How we react is different because we're different people with different needs, right? But that doesn't matter because if we meet people where they are at, then everybody's needs get taken care of. And when everybody's needs are taken care of, the the chances of you staying sober and living a happy life go up a lot. The percentages go way up. So why not give yourself that extra chance? Why not? You know? All right. They're asking me to run the 3 o'clock and it's 2:30 and I haven't made a decision. Well, I gotta say something. And it isn't, it just feels like whenever somebody reaches out to me, they just want something from me. And right now I'm feeling a little used. And last 2 Mondays I showed up to that meeting and had to run it, you know, um, and just like everybody, and I kind of reacted, not for long. Well, I had a right to be pissed for a minute. I did. Um, but that doesn't mean that, I was mean to anybody else or have to make amends. So, um, I don't know. All right. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I appreciate it. I love you. Peace out and have